Welcome to the hottest movie review on the internet today, the A-List Review. I'm your host, the Game Changer, Wes Troop, and it's time to go back to the theater. And it's one of the biggest and longest films of 2024, and it's finally here from A24. My review of the 2024 epic drama, The Brutalist, coming up now. When a visionary architect, Laszlo, and his wife, Erzsébet, flee post-war Europe in 1947 to rebuild their legacy and witness the birth of modern United States, their lives are changed forever by a mysterious, wealthy client. So what did I think of The Brutalist? I thought it's an outstanding and ambitious epic period drama. It's directed by Bradley Corbett, who's also known for directing films such as The Childhood of a Leader and Vox Lux. The visuals are spectacular, with a number of amazing shots, including Laszlo's first glimpse of the Statue of Liberty, which is upside down. Also, a special shout out for the film taking place in Pennsylvania. PA represent! The film has a lot to unpack here, with messages and themes about capitalism, artistic creation, religion, and immigration, all the way to drug addiction. It also covers the idea of the American dream through Laszlo's eyes that at times can become a true nightmare. The title of The Brutalist can be taken in different ways throughout the film as well, from Laszlo's style of art to the characters themselves. It also can feel like a biopic of sorts, and it's actually surprising that this isn't based on someone's true story, as it feels rather personal. The film can be more provocative than you might suspect too, as it can get pretty sexual. The story covers decades of the lives of the characters following Laszlo, the architect who's been liberated from a concentration camp and has come to America. At first, his architecture is looked at to be too different and modern, but that all changes once he meets a billionaire named Harrison Van Buren, who hires him and gives him creative control for the big projects he wants done. Of course, other factors and people begin getting in the way of his true vision. Laszlo is also separated from his wife, Erzsébet, who finally does get reunited with him after the halfway point of the movie, and we see some of the highs and lows of their relationship after they're back together. For me, the highlight of the film was the relationship between Laszlo and Harrison. There are some very complicated characters here who are changing and evolving through the years. One minute where we're thinking they may not be that bad, and the next thinking they're an awful human being. The film makes a lot of unexpected twists and turns with some wild, interesting, and bold choices, some of which all viewers may not be on board for. There's also some looming tension lingering throughout where you feel like something bad is going to happen, but you don't know what. The film is broken up into parts: an overture, part 1, part 2, and an epilogue. I felt like the first part was stronger than the second, but I was always invested in where the story was going. I'm also not sure I was thrilled with the epilogue, but it's another bold choice. I love the score by Daniel Blumberg, as it can sound inspirational to ominous at times. One thing that could be seen as brutal is its runtime of over 3.5 hours. Thankfully, there is a 15-minute intermission, which I'd love to see more often in films that are close to or over 3 hours. The first half flew by for me, but the second definitely made me feel the runtime more. While I was mostly fine with the slow pacing, there were a couple sections that felt a little long and probably could have been edited down a bit. At the end of the day, I'm not sure if it needed to be that long, but I do think it's worth seeing while in theaters because of the unique experience. Fantastic performances from the cast, starring Adrian Brody as Laszlo Toth, the Hungarian Jewish architect who emigrates to America, Felicity Jones as Erzsébet Toth, Laszlo's wife having physical problems with osteoporosis, Guy Pearce as Harrison Lee Van Buren, the wealthy industrialist who becomes Laszlo's most important client, Joe Alwyn as Harry Lee Van Buren, Harrison's entitled and egotistical son, Raffi Cassidy as Zofia, Laszlo's mute orphan teenage niece, and Stacey Martin as Maggie Van Buren, Harry's twin sister. The Brutalist is an ambitious and powerful period drama with the best performances from Brody and Pierce in many years. Number-wise, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10, which gives it the A-list rating of A-list approved. That's right, it gets the A-list seal of approval. Alright, well that's the show. I'll be back with another review very soon. But until then, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe right here on YouTube. YouTube.com/WestsideOf515. Like the show on Facebook, Facebook.com/WestTroupeAlist. And of course, you can follow me on the Instagram and Letterboxd at WestAlist. Until next time, Troop out.